You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million
Let's wake from the internet. Do you even lift, bro? MOTU fans will be clanging and banging all the way to San Diego for this year's muscle-bound Comic-Con exclusive. Plus, Yo Joe June is so Jover. Classified collectors were divided on some reveals, but the month wasn't a total bust. And remember the Simpsons? They're back in action figure form. Let's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt!
Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Ooh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who almost got as much hate on the internet this week as Supergirl. Bill!
Hey everyone, that's right. That's a close second to that train wreck.
Man. And this is what? James Gunn's second? Is it his second movie? Superman was the first movie
He
in
didn't direct this.
the Gunverse? He didn't direct it, but it's like under his banner. Like, you know, Supergirl appeared at the end of Superman.
Right.
It's part of the Gunverse. And maybe the end of the Gunverse.
The Gunverse, yeah. I mean, he might be the one doing the Elseworld stuff. I don't know. It's tricky. I'm very confused by the Gunverse because we have Creature Commandos.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think was the kickoff to it.
Okay.
But
and then
that's a
the
cartoon.
John Cena one. What's that?
Peacemaker,
yep.
which
predated
kind of shared
the Gunverse, and then now it's like
a little bit,
yeah. Like the second season was full on Gunverse,
right?
And
someone will
like
correct us in the comments throughout the week.
Who cares?
Yeah,
somewhere Zack Snyder is smiling bright, and all the bots he bought.
All the bros,
for that
all them
released
Snyder
the
bros.
Snyderverse campaign. It was all bots. Did you know that? It was all bots. No real
was
people.
Was it really? Not a single real person?
It was the majority of the people posting hashtag Snyderverse released the Snyder Cut were bots. They were bots.
That's
probably
crazy.
From Russia. Allegedly.
That's
allegedly.
Crazy.
We could buy bots and we could become the biggest show in the world, but we don't even need bots because we're getting there authentically.
You know,
there on our laurels. No, don't rest on the laurels. What do
we talk about hate, and I got worried because we talked last week about my Star Wars haul that I got at Goodwill with the piece together
vehicles that you stole from that kid. Yeah.
Well, so I mean, we posted the video, we posted the short, and I was expecting a lot of pushback and hate, and there was one person, but then below that there was someone right below it who was like, bro, just jealous that he missed out on the $10 toy. And I'm like,
people defending
there we go.
That's it. We found our people. Yes. We found the right audience. They get it. They get it.
If we listen to that video real quickly, I do say that the child was done playing with it.
He was done. Yeah.
He was done.
But you also said the dad was like, you know, keep a hand on that or someone's going to grab it. And you were like, yes, they are. Lesson learned.
Right. Well,
I
will
Arrested Development.
It's
like, that's why you never put your toys down.
I had I had enough opportunity to take a photo of it and, give up the right of first refusal, and then I circled back around, and that's when the kid was playing with it.
Okay,
I didn't necessarily snatch it. I looked at it, I took what I wanted first, and then I came back after he was done. I gave the child his 10 minutes worth of play.
This kid, he brings this home, that he plays with it maybe 5 minutes. It ends up in the garage, like all the Paw Patrol shit in our house that we got from Goodwill.
The dad's sleeping on the couch involuntarily because the wife's like, "Stop bringing shit home from the Goodwill."
She's mad. There's no space
She
in the
sounds
house.
like a heavy smoker. Yeah, cut it out.
That house stinks of smoke. You can't get that out. You can't get that out of your toys. Yeah.
Ooh.
Does the what's the other, the e-cigarettes? Does that produce smoke that makes toys smell? I'm just worried about the next generation.
It's a vapor.
The vape.
It's a vapor.
So water vape doesn't have odor. No odor for that.
I did a little bit of Facebook Marketplace stuff today. I met somebody who was selling some Imperial Chinosaurs and everything like that, and I wanted one especially that I had found, and it was a good box, and she wanted 35. I offered her 30, and a meetup at a local Target, and then I met with her, and I was worried that she seemed like the type who would smell like the cigarettes. Yeah, but no, very pleasant smelling toys. So I was very happy.
How did the woman smell good?
No, I didn't. I'm just assuming. I'm assuming that the house. No, I didn't want to.
No.
No.
No. Keep that.
I wanted the transaction to be completed as quick as possible.
Yeah. Are you building something?
I always am. I gotta put it down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just a little clicky. I'm just like, it's just a little, like for the shorts, it's fine because I can get you out. But the less editing I have to do for the audio version of this, and I don't want people being like,
"Oh, I'll put it away." I know.
My car stereo, the audio, the speakers already are shit. So it's like I need the audio to be as clean as possible.
Got it.
All right, let's transition in. We got some big news that broke tonight. If you're following the Reluctant Adult Podcast on Instagram, you probably already know because I broke the story. Outside of Reddit, I feel like I was the first person to post this. So we have to say a big danke to the German team over at Mattel Creations because they shared with us, with the world, our first look at Mattel's San Diego exclusive Masters of the Universe Jim Bro Skeletor. Look at this guy. Now, I first saw this and I was like, is this AI? And that was a lot of people's first thought seeing it. But no, because it's officially posted on the official German Mattel Creations website. So unless someone went through a lot of trouble to trick us, I think it's legit. Look at the packaging here. This is fantastic. This is what I wanted.
Never met a German I didn't trust. So
that's true, except those bad Germans from the Hasbro toy line. We won't talk about them though. Now it looks like he comes with a couple of hand weights and then a big dumbbell and maybe a towel there. And then the packaging looks like it has printed the full bench press, but it's not actually included. It's just part of the packaging.
Yeah.
And then it looks like the shorts and the hoodie are a separate plastic piece, and I would hope they would be a soft plastic or you're not going to get much range out of those legs because you just can't be able to move them if it's a hard plastic. It looks like it's probably just the regular Skeletor like legs from the calves up, because from the calves down he has high socks and sneakers, and the sneakers look amazing. This might be the best pair of sneakers ever rendered in plastic. They look fantastic. So I absolutely need this figure. And if Mattel Creations would like to send us one for spreading the word, this is where we really need to get on that mailing list for the freebies. I think they send out Comic-Con exclusives. I feel like the WWE people get stuff. So
yeah,
as the #1 He-Man podcast in the world, asterisk, I'm not sure what. I'm sure there's some stat where we're #1. Please send this to us, Mattel. But what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's exciting. I think it's.
You still haven't seen the movie, right?
I still haven't seen the movie. I don't know anything about the movie.
It'll be on streaming. It'll be on Prime.
Yeah, I'm going to wait But this looks fun. I think this is the right kind of exclusive. But I also feel like this is where He-Man's going to start going anyway, where it's just going to be online purchases. Because that Orko is also an online exclusive. Like it's only available. It's not going to be available.
It's not going to be in stores?
So they announced, no, it's not going to be in stores. And it's going to have a light-up feature. Yeah, there he is. He's only available on Mattel Creations.
So here he is. He's got a light-up feature, like you said. His eyes, it said like randomly blink or something. Okay. That's really kind of creepy. Well, that's weird. I wonder what the deal is. You don't think this would sell in stores? Do they have another set? I saw something about they were going to reveal another movie set.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm still working up to that number one status of being Masters hated. Masters of the Universe podcast. No, Masters of the Universe podcast.
Maybe it's number one hated. We're the number one hated He-Man podcast because last week we mentioned that She-Ra was He-Man's cousin, which apparently is incorrect. She is actually the estranged twin sister or just sister. I'm going to say they're twins, but
we're really already digging into a can of worms.
We're just making shit up.
That
makes more sense. Here's the thing: when you talk about like comics and cartoons and movies, it's all made up. Like these people aren't real. You can't trace their genealogy back. But here's the thing: this is why I thought that they were brother and sister, or cousins, I should say, because I remember watching the Toys That Made Us episode about He-Man. And, there were like 5 or 6 guys that claimed they created He-Man. And they were like all sharing the story of He-Man from their perspective. And then they started talking about when the show started to falter and they introduced new characters like She-Ra. And I'm pretty sure that there was something about He-Man, or there was something about She-Ra was going to be a love interest for He-Man, and then they changed it for whatever reason. I guess because He-Man and Teela were an item, or would eventually be, according to Kevin Smith and his revelations. But yeah, I swear that's true. Somebody fact check me, but don't tell me if I'm wrong.
No,
just tell me if I'm right.
Get very abusive towards you. I worried about your safety this week. No, I really did.
It's fine. I have the power.
I know.
So here's Orko from Revelations. Here's Orko from the 2000X cartoon. I pulled out you'll be seeing them throughout the show this week because I pulled out my collection. My son was playing with them. My son's a big fan of He-Man. He loves to scream, "I have the power," as we walk into Ross. It's very fun. It's a fun time.
Good. I sold all mine.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
They don't have a high secondary market value.
No.
They're very affordable.
I sold them when they did.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
But it was in it's one of those situations where in a moment of need.
Was that the last thing you sold? I feel like you haven't sold anything in forever.
It probably traumatized me, and that's probably why I haven't sold it.
It was bad.
Since.
Did you sell it in one lot? Like one person came and picked it all up?
I sold it in one lot. No, I sold it online. I didn't sell it locally.
Oh my God, you're going to ship all of that in one box?
It wasn't a lot.
Okay. You didn't have a huge, extensive collection.
I didn't have a huge, extensive collection, and I didn't have, I think the only ones that, I think most of them were opened. Yeah, they were all opened.
Oh, they were loose. Okay, well, that's not so
right.
bad then.
But this was before I found that I was gifted He-Man. That large, full collection, so He-Man still wasn't yet, like, on my radar as properties to collect. But to the extent it still isn't. It's like, I go in and out with He-Man.
Yeah. You go in and out of He-Man? Yeah.
Oh,
That's the clip. That's the clip. In and out of He-Man. There's just something, like I said, I'm going to be spotlighting the 2000X collection throughout the show. So make sure you're going to watch this on YouTube. There's just something about these Horsemen sculpts that I don't love. Like, he's like too thin. Like, he needs a little fat. I just feel like it would be uncomfortable to be this thin and have this little, fat or whatever. It's just too.
Yeah, he's very lean.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's like 2 teeth. That looks like a fuggler. You know what the fugglers look like?
Yeah.
That's what it looks
like my son right now.
Yeah. That's not what the body should look like. Someone, actually, I know exactly who said this. Dan Larson once famously wrote into Toy Fair and said that the head sculpt looks like Kato Kalin.
Oh.
And I don't know. I don't disagree, but also I just don't think it's like an attractive head sculpt, and the hair is so like sharp.
Yeah.
I do like the one vein in the arm, the big vein. But okay, enough of that. So we're getting Jim Bro Skeletor. We did see Blind Date Skeletor. We don't know where that's going to show up. The rumor of it being a 3-pack apparently is not correct unless there's like a retail version that's like maybe they will do a retail version that's like dumbed down and doesn't come with the dumbbells or something. Oh, that's funny.
We'll see it
and then there's
New York as well.
True. There's another. That's right. There are more conventions. And then the third version will be like Office Human Resources Skeletor, which I am equally excited about because we're gonna get a like a just like plain clothes Skeletor. But that one might. I wonder if they'll do that one with soft goods. I feel like that one needs to be sculpted, and maybe that's preventing them from doing it.
What was the other one that we saw?
Them.
Didn't we see a Skeletor with soft goods? Oh,
yeah, Blind Date. He's got like
okay.
the suit jacket. Yeah,
got it.
But I love this. I need this at least one because I want to play with it, but I also love the packaging. So if Mattel would like to send us 2, just send 2 here, and then eventually I'll send it to Bill. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you don't.
So there was another Mattel. I won't even call these leaks because they're on the official German site. So they're.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's just different in Germany. Maybe the time difference. They put them up early. But Mattel, in years past for Comic-Con, have done very fun Jurassic World exclusives. Last year they did the set that had the guy in the inflatable dinosaur costume. I mean, it was sculpted, but it sculpted to look like the guy in the, like everybody has the inflatable T-Rex costume.
You had the bull. You had the bull T-Rex. It was a good time to get the bull T-Rex. Yeah.
And then they've done one. It's like usually the box is very detailed, like a little scene, like
sometimes interactive, like sometimes a sound
gold
feature.
Bloom, sound feature, lightened. Yeah, Dr.
We
Wu,
had
I think.
Nedry in the Barbasol container.
Yes.
We had
the lawyer getting eaten by the T-Rex on the toilet one year.
We had Gennaro's Fateful Night or whatever that one was called. That was a good one.
Mr. DNA, he was something.
We had
right?
Mr. DNA with Wu there.
Yeah, okay, he came with Wu. So
and
this year
we had what's his name? We had Sam Jackson and the remember we had that what if this is exactly what happened. Here's the scene.
That's
how
right.
He lost his arm. Yeah.
So very fun. A lot of work went into it. This year they went a different way.
Yeah.
This is a very, very simple Hammond collection Velociraptor with like shading, like
stylized.
comic shading.
Yeah, they're calling it a stylized
because the box is a comic cover.
Right.
But I will say this sucks. I hate this. This is depressing because the creativity we saw in the past, they set the bar high and they didn't even try to clear it this year. This was just whatever. They'll buy it or they won't.
20th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. However, we didn't get any. Are we getting any 25th anniversary? Or that we going to lean into the JP3 for 2026 here a little bit more?
Judging by this, I'm not sure Mattel's even going to make Jurassic World toys anymore. I feel like this is just like whatever. Maybe with Turtles, it's enough. They're like, we got Turtles. We got He-Man, I guess.
Barbie,
I don't know. This is
Hot Wheels.
We got Barbie.
We got everything.
Yeah.
DC.
We got everything else.
We got it all.
We got DC. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think we'll see? I guess we won't. But I wonder if we'll see like a kids version because I don't know if they're going to show off the collector stuff. I'm reaching for.
I think we'll see lots of kids stuff. I mean, it's
all
a lot of what
on his face. It's a lot of what ifs.
A lot of people. You have been going back watching some old clips, and a lot of people have asked, why does the Batman cape have a hole in it? And there are accessory sets.
Yeah.
Set up for the Batman so he can wear a backpack. Yeah.
Here's Batman's hole. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't love that choice, but I understand it because you want him to be able to. You don't want to have to like put the you don't want to have to have him like this.
No, you don't want to bunch the cape up or take the cape off.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And it's a kid-focused line.
It's kids.
It shouldn't say kid. It shouldn't say the kids line. It's the kids-focused line. Is what it is.
We still don't know the official. Like He-Man is core. We know that. We think we know that. Some people I've seen them call it premium.
You know what?
Premium.
You know Signature? What core? You know what rhymes with core?
Yeah.
Poor.
You tell me though. What is it?
Poor.
poor. That's the poor.
It's the poor man's line.
Hey,
if you're
let me
poor,
tell you something. This might be government cheese, as they used to say in wrestling, but like, I'll eat this every day. This is one of my favorite lines right now. Look at that. Look at that mug on Batman. I can't get over the head sculpts on these. I need to know who did them, and they need to do everything. They need to go back to every toy line that's ever had a bad head sculpt. That guy and the guy that did Daphne Keene. Fix it. Daphne Keene is great. She did not like our post, or she did not respond. But that's okay. Big news. The G.I. Joe Ninja Turtles mashup is hitting stores. This photo was taken somewhere on the internet. It shows the Cobra Commander Shredder mashup next to Leo, Snake Eyes, and other figures. And they are $15.99, and the hang tag says, Joe mashup figure ass. So, there you go. I have these all pre-ordered. I'm going to keep... I saw this, and I was like, I don't know if I need these. I don't know if I need them, but I'm going to keep it. I can always bring them back. This makes me want them a little bit more. Someone has in hand the Destro Krang mashup. Now this is pod racing. Look at this guy. Look at that head sculpt. That is fantastic. They had the little antenna on the top of his head. It looks like they forgot to like remove some of the extra plastic.
Yeah.
It's like it's got a little extra, but it had to be that thick.
Cut right.
Here's a comparison between classified Destro and this Krang Destro, and look how itty bitty Destro Krang looks. He's so itty bitty. Yeah. I don't know if I have any classified or the new Ninja Turtles near me, but I guess it's like you have to think that this is the size they all are. Like there's no scaling within the line. Right. So it's like if a turtle was this tall, that would be fine. But the fact that Krang is this small is kind of weird because he's supposed to be so big. Yeah. But I guess if he can grow, he can grow the opposite direction too. This figure really, I feel like, is the reason I want these toys. I think this is so fun. So I'm going to keep that pre-order.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out. I'll get to Target. I was within feet. I know. I was close enough to Target to walk into one today, and I said, no, I'm not doing it.
Oh, you passed by a Target.
Yeah.
You can't pass up a Target.
There's no reason for me to go in there.
It's
so disappointing.
I don't know. It's very therapeutic to me to walk through a Target. I enjoy it.
I mean, that's how I get my kicks with Goodwill at this point. That's
true. You have Goodwill. Well, for a while there, I had the
Savers.
Crazy Odd Buys, and that took the place of like excitement. But now
I savor my Savers time at this point.
Woo!
That's my therapy because it's Digger's Delight. Because it's such a mess.
Digger's Delight. That's a good name. We got to do something with that. All these good ideas. We need someone to help us make shirts someday. Let's see. I want to do a big story. Where is it? Okay. So our friends over at Blair's, they're currently doing a Kickstarter for Chuck E. Cheese. You can also get it on Big Bad Toy Store. There's a flocked version on there.
Yeah.
I don't know who works there, who's in charge, if it's this one guy. But the man, Gary Dolan, posted on one of the TMNT Facebook groups. And he has a question for the group. He says, I'm developing a new figure that is based on an established IP. This figure is known for having multiple accessories that kind of make or break the character. I appreciate everyone's input. So he's asking whether they should sell the toy at a lower cost but not include the accessories. Or include the accessories, make the toy more expensive. So he's saying 45 low end, 65 high end, or do an accessory pack, which presumably would be $20. So it's like, what do you prefer? And this goes back to the Fraggles conversation that got everybody so mad at me when I was like, I just want the figure accessories be damned. But that's not like a one size fits all answer, because for Fraggles, I don't need like a radish. I don't need extra hands. I don't need extra heads for my Fraggles. If it's a character that is known for his accessories, that might change the calculus. But let's postulate. Let's try to brainstorm what character he could be talking about. Now, immediately, you had what is probably the correct
definitive answer. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
Well, that's not brainstorming if I give you the right
All
answer.
right. You're right.
So
okay.
brainstorm.
Let's think of some other things. Okay. So characters that have a lot of accessories. I said James Bond Jr.
James Bond Jr. is good.
He could have a lot of things. Yep.
He could.
Who else?
James Bond himself, not necessarily James Bond
James
Jr.
Bond.
Also,
James Bond Sr. Sure. Jane
Indiana
Bond.
Jones might
have ever done that?
accessories.
Indiana Jones. Okay, fucking Darth Vader. Maybe he's doing. No,
maybe.
all right. I was actually trying to think of some other characters that are known for accessories, and like I think because you said what I think it's going to be, everything else just went out of my head. So what did you think? What do you think? That this figure is?
In a moment of clarity and someone who historically can't solve a riddle very well, was able to crack
of lucidity.
Code.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. It is definitely going to be Inspector Gadget, which
I love. I think that's great.
Yes. Well,
because
historically have said I need that original Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, who makes that? Galoob?
It was Galoob, yeah.
I do think that is probably my holy grail, and I'm not sure that even if I saw it, I would like pay what it costs. But if I found it, I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to own like even like a stripped down. Like I have that Mego Spider-Man that's like missing a bottom of his leg and his like head is gone now. It's like I just love to have a representation like for the toy history. But yes, right. I think Inspector Gadget is a great guess. And Inspector Gadget has toys. We just mentioned the original one. There was that line, I want to say it was by Tiger, that they did proper action figures, and they had Penny, and they had, famously, we got our first look at Dr. Claw, his face. They had the toy, and then they had a little sticker that you would peel, and it was just an old man with like cotton candy hair.
Cranky old man, yeah.
Yeah, and they even did like a foot soldier, or like a grunt, whatever, like one of their bad guy helpers.
Little villain, yeah.
And there was some different colored, like the way they did the variants of Inspector Gadget is they did each, like his trench coat and his hat were different colors. Like there was yellow for like a water one, and there was an orange and like light blue. But there was like your hero gray trench coat, Inspector Gadget. I think he had like a little red like magnifying glass that popped out of his head.
I never got those, but I have the fondest memories of the was it did McDonald's put those out, or was
it those were good too.
Those were fun. I have the fondest memories of those.
Was there a hero gray? Like what was his pose or accessory? I can't remember that one.
I don't know if there. That's a good question.
There was like a Hawaiian shirt one that extended. Right? Yeah, I remember that.
There was a scuba.
Orange.
There was a scuba one. There was one with the inflatable coat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't think, to be honest with you.
That was like prime McDonald's toys era. That was great.
A lot of fun.
There was I feel like there was an import of Inspector Gadget recently within the last 5 years that was very expensive, and I don't know like how that was in terms of articulation and stuff. But judging by what they've done, what they've shown for Chuck E. Cheese, I feel like they would do a good job. So 45, reasonable.
Not bad. Very
for
reasonable.
A low run, cheaper than that import was. So very interested to see what will come of this. But we love new companies coming in and doing good stuff. So Sneak Attack Toys, a subsidiary of Bull Airs. So I'm sure there'll be some Bull Airs like Inspector Gadget sneak. What if they did Inspector Gadget sneakers? What if they did Inspector Gadget sneakers that had like the extending legs, and you were like, and you just like could jump? How would they make that work? I'd love to see some version of that. You're like you have like Mechanics neck, but in your foot, or like the Mattel Ram Man for the movie has like an extra piece you put like somewhere on his legs to make it look like he's springing, like it springs. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that. That would be fun. That toy technology we should utilize. All right. Let's do one more. Let's find a quick one. Quick story. It's gotta be something quick, right? I don't want to say that. This will be quick because we're talking about G.I. Joe. We'll talk about G.I. Joe much more in the next half of the show. But very quickly, Super 7 is presenting at Joe Fest, and Joe Fest is happening right now, and there's lots of news coming out of that. But they are offering an exclusive Glow Patrol Reaction Plus 2 3-packs for Joe and Cobra. Now, Glow Patrol, what is Glow Patrol? Is this something from the original Hasbro line?
This is nothing from the original.
This is nothing.
Hasbro line. This is exclusively a
up.
Super 7 idea, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Now, have you seen any reactions to this? Do people like care one way or the other?
I think the overall reaction is why.
Why? Sure.
Why are we getting this?
Why are you doing this?
Oh, great, more repaints. Nothing new. So it's just a lot of recycled figures that have already come out.
Look at this Duke. He's so bright. He looks like that Homer variant that Toy Fair had back in the day, like the glowing. Like he's in his suit, his nuclear suit.
Right.
And they made it all green, like he would glow in the dark. Presumably these glow in the dark. Is that the idea here?
I think that's the idea, and I mean,
what a great idea for your covert operation, glow in the dark.
They're all glowing. Yeah, I mean, at least with Snake Eyes, he did have a cartoon appearance where he was glowing.
He was radioactive at one point.
Because he was radioactive, yeah. But
well, there you go. Looks like he has lemons on his chest. I know those are grenades, but they look like lemons.
Yeah, he looks like lemon lime because of the green.
Oh, they're all Sprite flavored. Well, now if you put it that way, if you had like a cross promotion with a soda, I could be into these. What would the blue ones be for Cobra? Like,
well, the Cobra's also Glow Patrol, but that's the funny thing. It's like, right, they're blue.
They called each other and they're like, "What are you wearing? You wearing glow in the dark green? All right, we're gonna do glow in the dark blue. Yeah. We don't want to match."
But the thing is, if you look at some of the stuff, like it was always the Tiger Force for the G.I. Joes, and then the Python Patrol was the opposite. But now these are both Glow Patrol, which makes no sense. They needed to find something else.
That is funny that they would both be under the same banner. Because they wouldn't.
Serpentor as Glow Patrol just seems, I don't know. These are
that's what they
this is an exclusive, and it should stay as such.
Exclusively not in my house. They should do Tiger Force Cobra and Serpent Patrol Joe.
Like, they're really covert at that point.
Yeah. They're double agents. That's not
a little bit.
Bad idea. Like, in terms of, I think that's a better idea than Glow Patrol.
That's the next idea.
Brian, are you listening? That one's for free, my friend. That one's for free. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Lots to talk about when we get back. Don't go anywhere. So before the break, we were talking about G.I. Joe. So let's keep that ball rolling. But let's go back to the home of G.I. Joe and Cobra, Hasbro. So Hasbro, the G.I. Joe line, has had a big shakeup in recent months. Two of their main G.I. Joe classified friends left. They left. They went to Boss Fight. They both went to Boss Fight. They're there this weekend at Joe Fest.
I wonder if it was awkward. Do you think it was awkward between them?
You never know with corporate stuff like that. I'm sure. I'm sure like the team is fine, and they've either been like, I need to spread my wings. I'm not happy with what corporate's making us do. Like, yeah, man, I get it.
You think Lenny had to be ultra guarded in terms of his questions? Like, we're gonna bring Lenny, but people are gonna have a lot of questions for him.
You think he's like, he have to sign an NDA or something? About? Or just, I'm sure that's just like a professional courtesy. Like,
of course. Yeah,
I'm sure these guys are all very professional. Don't talk shit about the team, because CEOs, leaders, they come and go. So it's possible he could go back to Hasbro at some point, but we don't know. We don't know anything. No, that's not our story to tell. That's a story for another time.
But what we do know,
Luke's lightsaber. But what we do know
is that Yo-Jo June has concluded.
G.I. June, Yo-Jo June is gone. Dan Larson can return to New Hampshire. He can go back to living free or die. That's the motto. Before Lenny left, he left G.I. Joe fans a little gift. allegedly, in the form of a new character for the G.I. Joe world. This is Synapse. And Synapse is like Snaps. Is that how you say it? Snaps?
Synapse.
His face is very Mad Max, like very Mad Max. There's a character that looks exactly like this, right? In one of the new ones, like the face.
Morton Joe. Yeah. I think that's the comparison.
Is this like a pompadour? Is this hair? Or is this,
it's
what
like
is
a
that?
mohawk? It looks like it's a mohawk.
Okay, it is hair. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if it was like...
He looks like a zombified, like, war baron. I don't know.
He's very,
it's odd.
You know, Terminator, like T-1000, but then a little bit of like skin stretched over the top, and then the mohawk, and then he's wearing like Darkwing Duck's costume.
Oh,
that
I
just
see
came
it.
to me.
Yeah.
It just came to me, and it really is.
Yeah,
it's purple. You know, like Cobra Commander has like the double-breasted, or is that with the two buttons? It's double-breasted. Is that what's that?
Right.
How that is called? Yeah. And then he's just got very plain black pants, but his arms are robot arms, and he's got some like shoulder pauldrons with spikes. He's like a road warrior.
He's like the General Grievous of G.I. Joe at this point.
Yeah, that seems like what it was. And he comes with a backpack with like an arm, and then the hand from Pan's Labyrinth with the eye in it.
Right,
I'm not sure. See that. It's just lots of stuff. And it's just like little bits from everything.
It's got 6 fingers.
It does have 6 fingers because that's AI. I feel like that was a little nod to like maybe he's AI. It's 6 fingers. That's how you can tell.
This is like they took a figure, they put some glue on it, and they just rolled it around a pile of garbage. And they're like, all right, let's see what sticks.
It's really funny. Maybe his son invented this one. The other hand, he has like a backpack that's like a spine and an arm, and then the one hand has all the fingers chopped off. So I guess you can switch which hand you want.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a story. I'm sure there's a very interesting story.
What I'm liking is a lot of people are making up their own stories for this guy.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. I mean, that's what toys should be. Fun. That's why I in the past I've talked about how toys look too much like the actors that play them, and it kind of removes that ability to make up your own stories because they're like pigeonholed into what the stories are that you see. When the toys like kind of Star Wars toys, like they look nothing like the actors. You can make up any story. You can be anything. So I like that. That's fine. Not that I think like kids necessarily are going to buy Synapse. This seems very like adult oriented. But how have the adults been responding to Synapse and the G.I. Joe communities?
Oh,
I feel like it's a little divided.
It's very much divided. I feel like the response is just about as divided as the Glow Patrol at this point, because this G.I. Joe has always had, you have the people like you and I who kind of collected it as it got a little bit out there, and then there's that core group where everything was a little bit grounded in reality.
Yes. Yeah.
And now we're getting into this realm where we have a guy with dinosaurs, and we have this
the Mysticals,
zombie,
whatever they are, the green.
Oh yes, the Mystics
extra.
with Crystal Ball. Yeah, Crystal Ball.
Yeah.
Even though he was like an original '80s figure, he was probably the least popular. But now we have all that dire
except
tech.
with Stephen King. Yeah,
Correct.
dire tech. That's right.
Dire tech.
It's interesting because that first series of Classified, when G.I. Joe came back for the first time, when they did G.I. Joe in 112 with Classified, it wasn't as grounded as people wanted because it was based on that video game or something. Like it had it
was based on. Yeah. It wasn't so much a role play, but it was some video game that wasn't really getting traction. But that was
right.
That was where.
So that was a choice.
Some things are still kind of like some items are still kind of like following that trend where they all have that like communicator or whatever that one piece is that they were all having like on the Joe's side.
But I feel like the toy line did course correct and go more towards the real American hero designs, and people seem to be digging that. So now this seems like a departure.
And then we have the retro
that.
stuff. We have the retro stuff as well to support it. So if you don't like the mainline Classified, you can kind of delve into wait for the retro figure that has a little bit more appropriate colors, things that you want to look at.
And then you can wait for that to hit clearance because that seems to be where those always end up. Yeah. So that's Synapse. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. And we get here's Iceberg. I remember.
Is this who you were excited for? Who are you excited for?
Well, I don't think the original Iceberg had a snowboard. I feel like snowboards hadn't become a thing during the original. I could be wrong, but I don't think that. No, I think Blizzard was the one I loved as a kid.
You like Blizzard?
Blizzard was I think Blizzard was my guy.
So you've been watching a lot of He-Man. I've been watching a lot of G.I. Joe as of late. G.I. Joe has become... So I just, thinking of it to myself, I liked G.I. Joe as a kid. I was a military kid in the 80s. And my mother did not agree with the military side of things. She accepted it, but she didn't really want me to have too much of a part. But my dad was very much encouraging of, because obviously he was the career military man, you know, but she just kind of didn't want her son to go to war when he like turned 18 or whatever.
Of course.
Whatever the case may be. So it was like a tread lightly with G.I. Joe. But like anything, I remember the toys a lot more than I remember the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm watching one. I wanted to talk about this all week long. There's an episode, and every TV show has this moment where the good guys get sucked into an alternate version of
the mirror universe.
The mirror universe, yeah. So in this one, there's a two-parter, which were always great. The Joes find themselves in a world where Cobra has won. The Joes have all either been killed off or captured. But we find out, and I sent you a clip of one of, I said, this isn't the, there was, I forget the character's name, but it was an animation error where she's basically wearing like a bikini.
Oh, that was an error? I thought that was just the intended look. That's what they look like in that universe.
No, at one point she's fully clothed. But in this universe, Baroness is a double agent. And I forget who. So she's a double agent, and she's married or involved with one of the Joes in her universe, but he dies. But he comes back on his side, and he ends up staying with her, and like two other Joes stay in the dimension. It just had me really thinking that this guy, probably in his dimension, was like always going after Baroness and being like, I can fix her. Like all of us, she might be bad, but I can fix her. But then he wound up in this other dimension, and he's like, oh, I don't need to fix her, she already loves me.
Yeah, does it work that way? I always feel like
I don't know.
The girl thinks they can fix the bad boy, but I don't feel like the men need to ever like, I can fix her. I was like, I like her just like she is. She's mean, I like it.
No, fair enough.
Still got those high heels.
But yeah, this was like, I forget who it was. I think Clutch stayed behind. One guy just stayed behind because it was his buddy, but the other one was like, I got nothing on the other side. And it's like, okay, so but you still got to fight Cobra. They still might need you.
Nah, they're fine. Nah,
you got to watch. Yeah, once you run through He-Man, watch G.I. Joe on Tubi. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my god, Real Ghostbusters is going to drop back on Tubi on the 15th of July, so I'm gonna start that up. Because I got my son wanting to watch Ghostbusters. I forget. Oh, because of the VHS G.I. Joe Ghostbusters I had. He was playing with those, so he wants to watch Ghostbusters. So we'll try Real Ghostbusters, and we'll talk about Night Shift, the new Ghostbusters cartoon coming up after we finish G.I. Joe's. So here's another female character, Mistress Armada. Is that her name?
Mistress Armada. Yeah,
is this gold head like you can put on her head, or it's just like a?
You can put it on her head. It's part of the Iron Grenadiers subline.
Oh, okay. She got some spread out $100 bills. That's nice.
Destro's crew. Not much to say about that. This one I'm excited for, but a lot of people said they weren't. I don't know why. Yeah. I love this. I've always loved the Toxo Viper.
Yeah,
I think it's fantastic.
He has a fun backpack with two little like smoky extra pieces to put on there, so it's like toxic flames are coming out. Yeah, yes. I remember him. Did he come with that vehicle? Is that how you got him?
Which vehicle?
It was like a long, almost like a bus or something. I don't know. I remember him at the same time.
I just hope this goes into the Eco Warriors. I would really like. I loved the Eco
Captain
Warriors
Planet
subline.
And the Eco Warriors.
No. This was with Cesspool and the zombie Toxo Viper.
Oh,
but everybody was in like all the good guys were in like this, and they had a color changing feature attached to him because it was a water play. So you would squirt things with water, but like Flint was like lime green, and they all had masks. Oh.
Well, that's what they should do for the Glow Troopers if they want lime green. That's what they should have done. Well, I'm going to segue myself. So I said that, are they doing Captain Planet? And you're like, no, that's crazy. But it's not so crazy because Hasbro has officially announced their first non-G.I. Joe, but like existing IP that's going to be made under the Classified banner. And it's Lara Croft, not Laura. Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
So here we have, she's not as octagonal, octagons, the PlayStation 1's she's not as polygonal as I was hoping. She's more realistic.
Yeah.
She's not as Lara Croft is not poly. Yeah. So, the famous turquoise shirt, and then the short shorts, and the 2 gun holsters, and then lots of other things.
What about the rail guns? That's what I'm.
She got a couple of pistols here, right?
That's great. Okay. What about the chest?
Those go in the holsters.
What about the bust?
So okay,
That's all I care about.
A couple. I mean, Lara Croft has 2 necessary accessories, and people are concerned that she does the accessories that she should come with are not large enough on this figure, and they're also concerned that this cross body bag is not going to be removable. So all of the concerns center around this portion of the character, but we'll see.
Yes.
I mean,
you know what the worst thing they could possibly do with that crossbody bag there, that satchel, is if they molded it into the chest piece.
Yeah, and the
where
torso.
they made like an indentation.
That is a concern.
Oh, that's scary.
I think there's a concern. But then she has like a backpack, so I feel like the backpack crossbody is one piece, and it might just be hard to remove it unless the arms pop off. So it's like practice. They really don't want you they don't want you to undress this figure.
It's like taking a bra for the first time. You take off the arms, you take off your arms.
Take off the
right.
We all practice on our soft Crash Dummies toy. Do you remember they made the big soft Crash Dummies, and they were all the limbs were held on with Velcro?
Yep.
And you'd be like, okay, just rip those off. I loved Crash Dummies. We'll bring those back. That would be a good inclusion in the classified line to do Crash Dummies. Listen. Oh, the possibilities are endless now. Hasbro, this is the smartest thing they've ever done. This is the smartest thing Hasbro has done since they hired us to host Pulse
next
year.
I'm telling you, they need somebody who's they need a group who just can like react and improvise and go unscripted. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they were instructed not to improvise. Maybe they were instructed to not do that. I mean, Hasbro's a big corporation. You don't know. You don't know the rules. But if they do want people who are comfortable just talking off the cuff, I don't think you could find 2 better people. I don't think you could. I don't know. Plus, maybe you could, but you can't.
I'm closer than
you're local too, and I'm willing to fly if you send me first class. I don't even know if that exists anymore. First class. Back. Let's see. There's more. There's tons more. Is there more?
Are we done with G.I. Joe? Is there anything else?
Probably. There's probably more. Oh. Let me go back to it. So there's a new Duke variant coming out, and they're calling him. Oh, he's just Duke. Called Duke here. People were calling him Rugged Duke, and I was like, are they not allowed to say Sexy Duke? Because he's got like that 5 o'clock shadow. I feel like this is one of the sexier Dukes. What is this part on his gun? This like extra bamboo colored thing here, Mr. Military. What is that?
What is that? I don't know.
What is that?
Isn't that just?
Do you know?
Isn't that just like? I don't know.
Why is it that color?
Good question. I don't know.
It's like a saw blade, but not.
No, it's not.
I'm always
I forget
on
what
board.
It's called. It's like a chamber of some sort. But they do make rifles and munitions that have like different colors to like differentiate.
Weird.
I don't know.
I guess. I'm always in favor of new Dukes. as a kid, I would always be happy when they would put out a new Duke. I feel like you need to replenish, like with Cobra Commander. You always, when he changes his
It was
clothes,
the last
give
Duke.
me
The last Duke was the retro Duke, was it not?
Probably. Then he came with a motorcycle for Tiger Force, I think.
Yeah.
And then obviously the original one. And then I feel like there was another.
Oh, what am I thinking? There's
America Duke.
America Duke that I can't find anywhere.
Duke.
USA Duke.
USA Duke. USA 250
Duke. Yeah.
We were gonna do. I was telling you we need to do our top 250 action figures. But it would be like a joke, and we would just do like one, and then do the last one, and be like, "Whew, that took a long time." But there's too much to talk about, and I didn't think of any. So maybe next week,
okay. Maybe.
when it's after. Actually, we will record. Well, we got to talk about that because the 4th is Saturday. So I don't know if that works for you. We could always do it Sunday or something, but we'll talk about it. Might have fireworks on the back of the show.
Oh, sure.
Let's see. Anyone else? That was it. There's these are some like look aheads with this like robot friend here.
So
what's
the
his
snake,
name? What's his
the
deal?
snake is getting a crimson. The snake.
Oh yeah, because it already
armor
exists.
unit. Yes, it already exists. So we're getting it in the crimson colors. So all red.
And these are Slaughter's Marauders versions of Footloose and Mutt.
Oh, okay.
But
is
we already have Mutt,
is,
right?
We do, but he was packed with a friend. He was packed with Junkyard as a friend, but in the deluxe pack. And wasn't that famously like? Wasn't that like at your? Don't you have like 6 of those?
Is that the one I have?
That
No,
you
I
kept
have
finding?
the one. The guy with the. Is that the one where he has the
Law
white
and Order?
helmet? Is that one, or is there another one?
It's Law and Order.
They've done a lot of dogs.
Yeah, you had Law and Order. That's who you kept finding at your bin store.
That's what I have. Yeah. I like that the picture they chose here of Footloose comes. Does he come with a little extra figure, or is this just his accessories up there? Maybe that's. I thought it was like the mini. Like they would start to include the mini.
The mini character, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. And then, oh my God, they're gonna do the Triple T. They're gonna do the Triple T with Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like. And not a HasLab. And then here these are the retro figures. Yeah. Lady Viper or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever you say. And then that's it. All right, so that's it for G.I. Joe. Like we mentioned, Joe Fest is going on right now, and Big Bad, I don't have a picture of this, but Big Bad Workshop is doing like Larry Hama's Fury Force.
Yeah, those look exciting.
Larry Hama. Because he's Hawaiian, is that correct? Is that why it sounds like that?
Sure. Yeah. No, I saw those tonight. Those look exciting. That's fine. Cut it all. It is Larry Hama.
Cut it all. I won't. I'm going to forget.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
that's good.
Again, some of these words you only read and you never hear them spoken. Like I used because I started the show talking about that German Mattel site, and I was like, how do you say the word Danke, which is German for thank you? Danke. I was like, is it Danke? I know it's Dankeschön, but I was like, is Danke what's a shay? What's the shay part of Dankeschön? Do you know? I don't know. I don't know shit about nothing. I know that my Ross had a lot of NECA from the past. So I walk in by the register. They had the Shredder from Turtles 2 with the big dandelions. They had the cloth goods, like Mego Megan.
Mathregan.
And then Mathregan, that's right, Mathregan. And then here it is. Here's the front of the box from Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. Only $17. Not bad. But also like not a crazy good deal. Like I think were these included in that like, I don't know, $20, $30 that Walmart was selling, all their NECA stuff.
Sure.
Here's the 2-pack of Casey Jones and Raph. And this one has the fixed elbows. So I still have like 2 of the mint in box ones. But the original release had like the crazy sausage link elbows on Casey. And they were like, it's good extra articulation, but it looked crazy as hell. So they did fix that. So if you want that updated version. And then they had the Batarang. And you were saying that if they had the Batman the Animated Series grappling hook, I should get it. and then show people that I know that Batman comes with one. But they did not have that. I think I would have bought that, even though it's such a weird, like, boxy. It's such a weird thing. It's so boxy. But I did love that as a kid. I wish. Did any of the Kenner? Was it still Kenner, right? That was doing Batman animated series. Did any of them come with anything that looked like that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. That's like, it's like how the real Ghostbusters didn't come with a trap except like one time. It's like, give us the stuff. What are you doing?
With like the oddest, what was it? The freight feature? Was it freight features? It was the ones where you plug the ghost onto their
he was like Peter
body.
Was yellow.
Peter was he had like a metal chest suit.
Yeah,
but it was one of those you plug the ghost. You'd wind up you'd wind it up and you put the ghost on his chest and his arms would like flip, but it came with the ghost trap and it came with a fairly decent Neutrino wand. Like it was pretty well sculpted.
That's right. I forgot that they did like a standalone Neutrino wand. Because somebody was talking about that recently and I was like, what? But I remember it. And I'm like, why did they do that? But then not the pack to go with it.
Not the pack.
That's so bizarre. That's so bizarre. And
speaking of bizarre,
wasn't there a Slimer? Well, hold on. Wasn't there a Slimer with a proton pack that came with like a better Neutrino wand?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah. They made him in two different versions.
He was still Green Ghost though. Speaking of the spooky and the scary, back from the dead, Jax the Simpsons. So first of all, I walked into two different Targets and both of them had an end cap with clearance, and they had the Treehouse of Horror Series 1, Jax the Simpsons. So you have the Hulk, Homer, Mr. Burns in the casket. They did not have the third figure. Is Radioactive Man in this set, or is he a different set?
Radioactive Man was in that first set.
He was. So they didn't have him.
Pseudo deluxe style. I don't know how you even what you even put those deluxe. In what category.
Everything was clearance. They had the talking Krusty doll, which I feel like had not been here either. None of this stuff had been here. So it's like, I don't know if it was in the back or they shipped it out from some warehouses, but it went right to clearance. And even the telephone, which had been there, maybe they got some more. All on clearance.
More phones.
So that was weird. Weird timing.
But no Flyboy Bart, no
Flyboys, no Flyboy
King Kong Homer.
No King Kong Homer. Bort. Just these old guys. But maybe they're coming. Because we got pictures this week of a new set of 5-inch The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror figures. Here's Krusty as a vampire. He comes with a camera. Very fun. Here's Homer as Death, Grim Reaper Homer with a hand that's a skeleton. And he has a scroll that says "To Die, March," which is kind of crazy for a kid's toy. Kind of crazy. The Bart, the. And then my favorite, Werewolf Flanders, but he comes with the absolute dumbest accessory. It's a tiny moon with clouds on a stand. It's just the stupidest.
You say it like that. It's
accessory.
Like,
it's
moon
so
with
stupid.
Clouds on a stand.
It's so stupid. It's flat.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but it's so stupid. But I do like the figure. He even has a tail. I don't even remember if he had a tail, but I guess he
looks
did.
fun.
Now, these are up for pre-order on this website, I Am Retro. Always. I believe that's the only place I've seen it.
It's the only place you can ever buy them consistently is I Am Retro.
Really?
Like, what is
Look at his ears. They look very Gremlin-like. I've never noticed that. He's got
do.
Very Mogwai-y.
That's such a wild Treehouse episode because Flanders essentially plays like two separate parts.
Sure.
In that, because they hit him, and then at one point it's almost like it's a spoof on "I Know What You Did Last Summer."
Right.
And then
it
turns
out.
Walk? His fog walk. Doing my fog walk.
Clear my head. Doing my fog walk.
Then he gets hit by the car again.
If you just look at his eyes and his hair here, he looks like Mo to me. Like he's got Mo's curly hair. Do you see it? And his angry eyes.
Yeah,
I'm seeing Mo, and he has a jelly bean nose. It's funny when you break these characters down because they're all kind of the same. So we don't know what the fuck is going on with Jax and the Simpsons because clearly they're still making product. We got that one new little figure at Five Below. The Halloween, like Spaceman Trick or Treat,
Spaceman Bart,
astronaut, sure, yeah, which I finally found, but I didn't buy it because I was like, this is nothing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I walked around. I had 2 because I was going to get one to give to you. But I'm like, I don't even want to spend $5 on this.
I want to buy this for Bill.
I don't even care about Bill.
I don't even care about Bill right now.
Bill can't have this. But I do want these Halloween. This is what Super 7 should have done. Rather than, if they wanted to do crazy variants, brand the whole line as Treehouse. And then you could do these crazy things and people wouldn't like question it because they're like, okay, they're going in this direction, and then maybe they'll do a subset that's the actual characters. But no, that's one of my all-time toy like shit. Like these were so good, but they were destined to fail because they were.
But I mean, I think we're seeing what Super 7 with these figures. Maybe we're seeing what Super 7 was trying to avoid by giving us the core family first, which Jax
now it's
did.
Like we're done. We're like,
we're done. We got our core figures. I might get our secondary. You disagree? Okay.
Because the secondary characters are the most fun. I just need to know I'm going to get the family.
Not saying right. I'm not saying that it's not the case, but I'm saying that maybe there's a case for it, and that's what they were trying to. They were trying to like, sell through as much as they possibly could by just giving us little bits here and there.
So this goes back to this goes back to the Palisades playbook when they would do like the Muppets and they would do Invader Zim and Ren and Stimpy, where they wanted the series to extend to multiple sets, but they knew people just wanted those core figures. So they would sprinkle in the main characters through several sets, hoping that people would buy up all the toys in hope of getting those extra, getting the full set eventually.
Yeah.
But I feel like there were a few instances where the sets did not extend far enough that you got all of the characters. And that obviously happened with Super 7. But they didn't even try. They didn't even put one basic family member in each set. We never got any basic family members. We got Daredevil Bart or Bartman. We got several Homers, none of him in his white shirt. The only the normal figures we got were Mo, like main figures. Mo, who else? Was there anyone else that was main? That was it.
No, sure there was somebody else. We had Ralph Wiggum was in there.
But I guess you could say like the kids are but like Mr. Burns.
They make Mr. Burns,
sure.
yeah.
They did Mr. Burns. Him and Ralph were in the same set.
Gotcha.
And then like Radioactive Man, but then that was like, is he the comic, or he wasn't the like the movie version? I don't think he was like from the comic, which never existed as a character, which was weird. So I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so Jax, we don't know what's up, but I like these toys. I did put them all away. I have all of them in a tote, but now they're in a tote because I felt like this line was ending. And I'm still not really sure.
Mine are all in a tote.
Really not sure what's going on. Yeah,
mine
they're all
toted,
toted, but they could come back out.
They're not opened. I have several. They're not open.
Right. I stopped opening them. I just opened like the first set to get a flavor.
Right.
It's like I could take them out of tote as easy as I can take out this Skeletor from the 2000X series.
Well, that's what the tote's for. Is like one day it's just going to be a big opening party, and then they're going to go into a smaller tote.
Now he's just in a cardboard box to my right with naked He-Man. This is Ram Man from the 2000X set. Did the action feature ever work? Like, you can push him down, but then how do you get him? You just have to, like, tap his head?
Oh, I didn't even... Did I ever open that?
Because he doesn't have any sort of button.
No, I did open these. Because this was the first... Did I miss... I'm trying to think. I think what happened with me in this set was that several of the figures, like we talked about last week, were hard to find. And I remember getting into it late and not being able to find Beastman, but finding the repainted Beastman.
Sure.
Who was... What color was he? He was a weird color.
Did they do snake armor? He was green?
No.
Did you get the Mossman that was just Beastman?
I didn't get the Mossman, no. He wasn't orange. And then I think Triclops. I think this might have been the first time I had gotten it. Not Triclops. I always Triclops. What's his name? Trapjaw.
Oh, Trapjaw. He's
in the green with the green skin, not the blue skin.
Right. Yeah.
So
there was a thing because I was listening to the Toy Geeks podcast, and they were talking about how these figures had chips in them because every toy had chips, like sound chips.
Yes.
And they had to sculpt Tila's boots.
Oh, gigantic.
They had to make one of her boots really big to fit the chip in it. But what did the chips do? What did the chips do?
That's a good
Did they
question.
activate something in Castle Grayskull? Like sounds?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think there
were
were sounds in Castle Grayskull that were activated.
Like, what kind of sounds? That
like
doesn't really
sword,
other than like I have the power.
Sounds,
Yeah, like clanging swords.
Clinging, I don't know.
I was really looking through like they did after the toy line failed. They still had the Four Horsemen had sculpted other characters.
Yes,
and
the
they had
Staticons, I think they were called.
Stations. So this is the thing.
Stations?
I always called them Staticons too because that's how it looks like it's pronounced. But I've heard people say it and they call them stations.
Okay.
Which is like, why?
Well, okay.
Why is it stations? Like, obviously,
another example of
for
having
statue,
to hear it right before you actually.
You got to
say
hear it.
Stations.
So basically, the stations were the same size, but they were a solid piece. They didn't have any articulation, but they were posed in such a way that you kind of didn't need articulation.
No.
I also forgot that all of these had action features. Like, they pretty much all had a button on their back that would lift their arm, or you would spin them or something.
Oh, nice.
Not this guy, which is good. Good timing on me to have this one out. But the Staticons, or the stations, didn't move, but they were they were great. They looked good. I remember seeing them at like Suncoast.
You're right. They were at specialty shops, but they were also they were expensive. They weren't
$20.
Yeah, okay.
Which today is like okay, so they were cheap. But that was cheap. Like double what the toys cost. And the concept of them must have gone over my head because I was like, this is stupid. But looking back, I was like, this is basically what NECA does now. Like, the toys maybe move, but they don't really need to.
That's like what NECA did with their Simpsons line, basically. Yeah, exactly. With when World of Springfield ended with Playmates, and then NECA had it, and they made their figures in scale to those the
World of
Springfield figures, and they didn't have any like core character. They had the core characters, but they were variants of. So you already had to assume, I've got. And they did celebrities.
I got a Bret Hart and a Mark Hamill behind me.
Yep, I've got.
Yeah. That was another weird line that I feel like was ahead of its time.
Oh, it was. But then it got really weird. I got into it and then I got out of it because it was like. It was highly selective. Like, you didn't have to complete it if you didn't like to, because like they had the full
Lenny Kravitz,
Aerosmith,
sure.
Who else? Penn and Teller was there.
Weird Al, I think, got one.
Weird Al got one. Bret Hart got one. Yeah, it was.
Bret Hart is the
Yao
best.
Ming. Was it Yao Ming? Yao Ming got one.
Yes, the tall basketball player. Yeah, but he's from China, I think. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
Very weird. It was a weird time for toys, that He-Man time. We talked about collecting was difficult last week.
But fun.
It was fun. I don't know, is it more... I guess, it's like, is it more fun to go through this? Because, like, if that was the way it was today, I mean, it's hard enough today. It's basically just, like, hoping they pop up online. But, like, we don't have the time to drive to stores, like, whenever. Like, we have to, like, be doing groceries, or it just has to, like... it has to work out. We don't have that time. Right. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think it would be impossible if it was exact. Like, we would not be collecting that. It just wouldn't work. We'd just buy them on eBay, secondary market. Okay. Anything? I forget. We're just sort of rambling on about He-Man and
about Simpsons, and then you just interject with He-Man. Yeah, everything leads back to the 2000X He-Man figures.
All roads lead to 20X.
Those are our transitions. Everything tonight leads with
tonight. It's all
you
about
showing off one portion of. Now, how far along did you go with the 2000X series? Did you get into the Snake Men at all?
I must have stopped right before that because I remember wanting to get Snake Arm or He-Man, but never finding it because I thought that figure was so good and it was very accurate to what they did in the cartoon.
Right.
Although the sword
Snake
fucking
Armor
crazy.
Skeletor was nuts because he had like those giant python arms.
That's right.
With
That
the
was one of the
skulls on the
stations.
end.
They did one of like Squeeze or someone that had the long arms, and they have them like S-shaped, like hitting the ground and then coming back up. So they're like this. Very funny figure. The stations are not like, I think mint on card. Some of them are up there like hundreds, but if you get them loose, they're not crazy. Like if you're a He-Man collector, you probably want those.
You probably got like Clawful, Mosquito. I think that was part of the first
Stinkor.
wave.
I thought Stinkor
was there.
got a figure, but he didn't. He just got a
No, he
station.
didn't. Yeah.
No.
They were quick with these because it was everybody complained
fun one.
because it was it wasn't fun collecting this. It was fun, but it was fun when you had them, but it wasn't fun getting them because by the
You
time
just couldn't get them.
Well, by the time, like you said, by the time the show had ended and the line had failed, the stuff that was really coming out that was cool, you couldn't find. Like, it was all like over in Europe. But
that's right.
Even the Europeans last week were telling us, you're lucky you found any of this stuff because we couldn't find it over here.
He-Man has an interesting international audience. Like, they're at the original line, some of those, like the Titan figures only shipped
in Italy.
To, like, Italy.
Right.
And in America, we thought they didn't even get released. That they
I mean, I would argue that the international audience for Masters of the Universe and He-Man is bigger than the U.S.
Probably. Did the movie do well internationally?
That's a good question. I mean, if it
I think it's only past like 100 million worldwide, which is not nuts. It's just not good. It's just not good. The world has moved on, or the world was never there. It's like the generation that liked He-Man still likes He-Man.
But it's like none. This is
no
like
additional fans.
This seems like so far it's. I mean, well, I guess Toy Story 5 has done well, but this just seems like the dud summer movies, the movies of the summer dud.
Yeah, Minions coming out soon. That'll be an interesting barometer.
That'll be fine. Yeah. No,
and
that'll be fine.
Spider-Man.
People still love that. Yeah, I'm not.
People
as excited.
do love the Minions. They're just fun. It's fun to impersonate them. Yeah, because what else didn't do well? Star Wars
and Grogu.
Didn't do.
I mean, when we say it didn't do well, it didn't do.
Set
it wasn't,
the world on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was the worst box office of any Star Wars movie ever.
Right.
So it's not great.
Obsession
did well.
Ill-advised. Everyone's all
the smaller.
About
well, I think there's a lot of lessons.
Movies.
Studios are learning lessons. They don't necessarily need these big budget movies. They need stories that people are going to resonate with and that have some sort of sort of juice behind them. Like,
they need to start looking at some of the internet, the meme culture. Meme culture is still huge. Everybody.
Well,
everybody.
We're gonna get another emojis movie. Like, I don't trust studios that take the right lesson to learn the right lesson from this summer. I feel like we're gonna get
the emoji movie. What is it?
Skibbity Toilet movie.
Oh, there we go.
That's coming soon.
The Mr. Beast biopic.
Well, he wrote a young adult novel with a real writer.
Mark Wahlberg is Mr. Beast.
Holy shit!
That's what it would be.
Speaking of movies, you remember the movie Anaconda, the original?
Yes.
And they made not like a remake, but they made a new movie about that movie recently with Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
Yes.
It's on HBO now. My wife had interest in seeing it, so we did put it on last night a little bit. Now, from that trailer, I assumed that the story was that these characters were Paul Rudd and Jack Black playing themselves, and they got their Hollywood friends together to make a new Anaconda.
Is that
what you thought?
No, I thought they were just their own unique characters who were fans of the original movie that wanted to remake the movie.
You are correct. I don't know why I thought that, but my wife also thought that.
Oh.
So whatever. It's very interesting. I really thought that was the story, and I thought that was interesting. But that's not the story. They are just original characters. We started the movie. They are now in Brazil. They're going to make the movie. This movie is fucking awful. And it's so bad that I kind of want to see it through. to see how bad it gets because it is
intentionally
very bad.
awful. Is it intentionally
Man,
awful?
I hope so. But
Like
I said
The
to my wife,
Happening?
this feels like a movie where you can almost see them reading the script. Like this, there's like no authenticity to the performances. Like it's very like I'm reading the words that were written for me. Very bad so far, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know that it did well. It might have.
It didn't do well. It didn't.
Okay, that's good. It shouldn't have done well. It was bad. Something that is good. Gotta mention this. GIT Collections. We've been talking about them. They sent me over their full collection. So now I got all the comics, every
That's
comic ever. Astros.
Hey guys, still over here with nothing. But that's okay.
I'll send
I got my
I'll
to sell stuff. No, it's
I'm gonna
okay. You enjoy.
read all
You enjoy
these.
your funny books.
I'll send them
Paul.
up to you.
You enjoy your
like
funny books.
It's like a pay it forward. Let me read them all. I'll send them up to you.
Just
Fantastic
make
Four.
Make a copy of it. Just.
I know. No, you
Just
can't.
copy
That's
them
the
all
whole,
onto your
That's
O
the whole
drive.
thing. It's the whole thing. You can't do. 1961 to 2024. Here you have
Wow.
the Amazing Spider-Man, 63 to 224. 2024. Captain America, again, 1964 to 2024. And then Iron Man, again, 62, 2024. The Invincible Iron Man. And then I have the X-Men one already. So they don't have the Hulk yet. That's coming. It's an amazing product because you get all these comics. It comes on a dongle, little thing you stick in your USB drive.
Oh,
You can
just
either
put them
do this
on
one
like,
or the
just put 'em
fast
on your
one if you have the
keychain.
fast one.
Can you put them all on your
That's right.
keychain?
Put it on your keychain. Just carry it around.
I got comics on
I'm
hand.
gonna do a thing. I need to find like a glove. I'm gonna make like an Infinity Gauntlet out of them. I'm
Infinity
looking for
Gauntlet
that.
of dongle.
Yeah.
It's my dongle gauntlet, everybody.
Dongle Gauntlet. Woo! So I can't wait to tear into those and become more than a casual. Here's the catch line. Become more than a casual fan with GIT Collections. There it is.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice.
Another thing I need to show off. So last month I showed off. I'm not going to show you the front because it's got my address on it. I don't want you to know where I live. Dinosaur Dracula. He does these fun boxes. You sign up. I don't know if there's still spots available. If there are, sign up because I love it. I'm doing an unboxing right now. Here we go. This is a mystery box. Every month you don't know what you get. Ooh, some food, some planters and nuts. Remember when John Cena first started doing the rapper thing? He would be like, these nuts! And then he would have nuts, so it's like he's not referring to his testicles. He's referring to actual nuts. Some juicy fruit. Chew on that. Ooh, a toasted marshmallow wax melt. That's fun. I'm gonna throw that in my wax melt. What is this? A holographic... Is it a sticker? That's Leonardo. Look at that. You can also see the phone because it's reflective. That's fun.
Leonardo.
That's Leonardo. Oh! This is so funny because you were just talking about this.
Yes.
Desert Storm trading cards.
What?
Who's the big name in this? Who am I looking for? What rookie cards do I want? Is there gum?
Is that well? You know there's gum.
Did they come with
I don't know
gum?
if they had gum. This.
All right, let's see who we got. We're doing a card break, guys. Here we go. First one, A6 Intruder. A6 Intruder. There it is. This is the F-16 Fighting Falcon.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, Lieutenant General Kelly rookie card.
Whoa.
Rookie card. Gem Mint 10. Ooh, a machine gun.
Get that into a sleeve right now.
Look at this. Machine gun Kelly. Machine gun Lieutenant General Kelly. Wow. Paratroopers land safely, I might add.
Thank goodness.
An AV-8B Harrier. Jet.
There we
Harrier
go.
Jet.
Nice.
F-14 fighter.
Sexy
And
beast.
finally, the USS Goldsboro rookie card.
Whoa.
And then this is, I don't know, what is this? It's like you combine them. Is that
You
where
combine them? Yeah. So
is
you
this
would
where
have.
gum was? Why does it have this texture
Is it
here?
it's
Did the
a
gum
sticker? It's a sticker.
Did the gum evaporate?
No, it's a
What is it?
sticker.
What am I looking? Were these repacks?
It's a sticker. It's a sticker.
They took out all the Saddam.
It's a sticker.
Took out all the
Fool.
Saddam rookie cards.
That's
It's
a sticker.
sticker.
It's a sticker.
Why is this? That's supposed to be
Sticker.
sticky.
No, the sticker residue probably leaked through. You peel off
That's weird.
You peel it.
You peel that off?
Yes, and then you assemble the 9-card scene. The Desert Storm cards, to me, they always bring back memories because I grew up on Fort Devens. I was on Devens for 6 years with my family as before I met you and before we moved to our hometown. But my family used to do is they would go to convenience stores looking for full boxes of the Desert Storm cards. Because we had, several family friends who were deployed overseas. And what my mother and father would do is assemble full sets of these cards and gift them to their neighbor friends.
And they liked them?
They
that
did,
was like
yeah.
a fun thing.
It was like a fun thing to do, yeah. It was like, yeah.
So, like, if they did this today, I don't feel like it would feel weird. Like, I feel like they're profiteering off of.
So they did something similar during the War on Terror with they had the playing card decks.
Cards, because you could find my Ace of Spades or
I mean they were intentionally distributed to be like, all right, this is who you need to be looking out for. This was more like these are your heroes, guys. These who are you really fighting against those Scud missiles.
I guess that's good to like educate the population and be like, these are the bad guys.
Yeah, like
okay,
I mean, honestly, this is like before everyone had. I mean, people had cable, but it's like, did everyone have CNN? Because not everyone was like, well, who the hell's a Colin Powell?
I know. That's what.
How do you pronounce that? Isn't it Colin?
It's Colin Powell. This is the vintage Ninja Turtles prismatic vending machine sticker, and
I gotta love those.
$10 on eBay. That's good. So you have a full set of the Desert Storm cards?
Several. Well, they made several series of.
Really?
Desert Storm cards, yes. So I've got binders.
You got
binders full.
Binders full of women, like Mitt Romney.
Oh.
Were there any women featured?
I'd have to look. I mean, again, it was mostly my parents' thing to collect these at the time because like cards were big. It was Marvel Series 1 cards that I was going after, and then they were going after the Desert Storm cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I have a collection. I'm gonna start.
There you go. Start really collecting them.
This is Pizza Crunchabungus. Crunchabungus. Artificially flavored, artificially pizza-flavored corn snacks.
Can you eat that?
Pizza Crunchabungus. Pizza Crunchabungus. Yeah, it's not. This isn't actually a food. This is just like a repro of either a poster or a
bungus. Yeah.
The Bungus Among Us. Oh, the big item in this kit is a tape, audio cassette for Friday the 13th. I don't know if it's music or the movie, but
cool. Which one?
But Jason Lives Part 6.
Part 6. That's a good one.
6,
yeah. Part 6.
Is it a good one? That was a good one.
Part 6 is a lot of fun because Part 6 is when he does return. Much better than that fake Jason in Part 5. Roy.
He's not even in the fifth one. The fake Jason.
Right, yeah, they went in a different direction, and they had Roy as the fake Jason.
Roy.
My
cousin Roy. What's that from? That seems like something.
But yeah, no. Who is it? Who famously is it? Sings one of the songs for Jason Lives? Is it Twisted Sister?
Ooh.
I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
We're not gonna take it after all. All right, moving on to something else spooky.
Ooh.
This week we got our first, not official look, because this is not production.
What is this? This is like concept art.
It's concept art.
Yeah.
But we got our first look at something from Ghostbusters Night Shift, and I have to say, I wasn't sure what direction they were going to go with this, because I think the studio that's working on it also did Rise of the Ninja Turtles, so I was prepared for this to be real bad. but this is really good. If this is what the footage of the show will even kind of look like very realistic. Like I am very encouraged by what I see here. How do you feel about this?
I'm underwhelmed.
Oh no, you're underwhelmed?
I just wanted more of what I was used to. I don't need any of these new packs. I don't need any of this stuff that's
But did you read the story on the packs? Do you understand why they look like that?
I didn't read a thing. I didn't read a thing.
So let's talk
I looked at the pictures.
Okay. So this story picks up after Ghostbusters 2. The story goes that the original 4 Ghostbusters have disbanded. They are no longer Ghostbusters.
Okay.
These are young adults, not kids per se. Young adults, and they are taking up the mantle of the Ghostbusters, not officially. Like, the torch was not passed. They just picked it up. It was like in the dumpster somewhere, and they picked it up and they ran with it. Yeah. So the proton packs look different because they're kind of cobbled together, like that Synapse G.I. Joe. They just sort of rolled them around in the trash outside of Egon's lab, and that's what they got.
I don't like that because what's the science? I don't know. What are these like? Just like a bunch of
science?
Like MIT undergrads at this point who are like, "Yep, we got the know-how."
You just need one.
At least the other guys have the science. Yeah, one guy. Okay.
You just need one guy.
Apparently they have like 9 guys and they're like a street gang.
It does seem like there's a lot of characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in addition, so the real Ghostbusters had Slimer as their de facto mascot pet, and it looks like this team has a terror dog puppy. Oh, you can see him jumping up here in this promo art. And according to the description, when the terror dog puppy pees on a roadside, it catches on fire because he's a hellhound. And that's how that works, I guess. Like, I don't want to see what happens when he does number 2. What could that be?
Ectoplasm.
I'm very excited for this. I think this is going to be so much fun. I love that it's going to be canon because that just adds another layer to, like, maybe they'll do a live action version of this like they did with like Rebels and Star Wars. Maybe they can cast these kids someday. Jack Quaid is doing a voice, and you know him from The Boys. He's very good.
Yeah, yes.
So this is a legit operation. This almost looks like video game footage, but not like footage. This looks like cutscenes. Like, I don't know if that makes it sound good, but I do think it looks good. I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know.
They showed some unfinished footage. Okay, well, hopefully you'll get there. You're not full on yet for Night Shift, but hopefully you'll get there.
Just we'll let the brand evangelists, YHS people, glaze over.
They are very excited. They are very excited.
Of course they are.
I am legitimately encouraged by what I'm seeing because they could have showed me something.
Somebody could piss a no ghost label on the ground and they'd take their picture with it. Trust me. Okay, those guys, give me a break. No,
Listen, you sound like the ectoplasm guy now. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Let people enjoy what they like.
I'm not hating.
Don't yuck on anyone's yum.
I'm not yucking on anybody's yum.
I mean, a little bit.
Well, I just wanna.
There's plenty of time. It's not coming out till next year, so we're gonna see more.
It's just not all great. It can't all be great. That's the thing. It can't all be great. It can.
Ask Pixel Dan. It can all be great. It can all be great. It can all be General Colonel Kelly.
Speaking of great,
the war.
And not even great. Where the hell were we supposed to find those spoons for Toy Story?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah,
they were in stores, but they sold out very quick.
I never saw them.
Because they sold out.
I work in one of those stores. Right. How can I?
Well, maybe
I work in one of those stores.
I hear you. I'm hearing you. Hearing you. Maybe your store only got the stickers. You weren't special enough to get the
stickers and like the $15 off a movie ticket. Those always worry me too. You ever notice? You ever feel that way about like the boxes of cereal when they have the $15 off a movie ticket? That the studio doesn't really have that much confidence in the movie because they're putting like $15 off of the price of the movie right on a cereal box. Does that ever cross your mind?
Because they won't do that on movies that are like like sure things. Like you wouldn't see that
Right.
on Spider-Man or
Right.
the Avengers.
Right.
I think on kids movies, it's like you got 2 or 3 kids. That's a lot of money to go to the theaters. So it's like if you don't go, the theater gets nothing. The studio gets nothing. But it's like, well, I got this coupon. We get in free for one of us. Maybe it's worth more. You know, it's better than nothing. The money they get. I don't know.
Sure.
But Toy Story was great. It did well. The spoons, somebody put up a listing for a Walmart exclusive box set that got you a box of cereal, 1 box of cereal, but you got all 3 spoons, and it was like $12. And I almost bought it. I almost did it, but then I'm like, this is stupid. I don't need these spoons. They'll
You don't
be a
need
Goodwill.
those spoons. Save your money. Save your money for something that you need, not spoons.
Not spoons. I have enough spoons. You get them for free. They come in little plastic bags with a napkin and salt. You don't need to pay for spoons. I do want to finish up on Ghostbusters Night Shift. So Netflix 2027. It's from the people who do Arcane, which is another show. You can look that up. I think the artwork, the style is going to be very similar. So that will give you an idea of what it will look like, presumably. But I want this to do well, because I want there to be toys. I want the Ghostbusters IP to be relevant every year. I don't want to have to wait for movies. I want them to sell Ghostbusters shit.
Well,
in the stores.
Hasbro wants it to succeed more than anything.
Hasbro wants it.
They're holding on to that license like crazy.
They're probably wondering if they want to renew. This is probably, I don't know when that contract is up. They've had it for a little bit now.
Watch them do nothing with it. Watch them be like, yeah.
Well, we know that they are making those little Monster in My Pocket real Ghostbuster toys, and a little birdie told me that maybe we might be getting a little peek at those. It might be coming, but we'll talk about that in a future time. But I'm excited for this. Bill's not. He's not full on
I'm
yet.
indifferent.
But we'll see what happens. He's indifferent.
I'll see what the kids say.
We'll see. I've always been a bigger Ghostbuster fan than Bill. So
What?
I remember once I moved down to Florida, 100 years ago, and I was talking about getting a vanity license plate, and I was looking up like what was available, and I was like, oh, I can get Ghostbuster, some abbreviated form of that. And Bill was, what'd you say? You're like, I never thought of you as a Ghostbuster fan or something like that.
Probably,
do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was telling you all the versions I could get, and you're like, I never thought about you like that. I was like, I like Ghostbusters. Real Ghostbusters was my jam growing up. That was like my favorite thing. Just because I don't have the skills to build my own proton pack. I bought the HasLab one. Where's your HasLab proton pack, Bill?
I'm looking at it. It's right there.
Oh, you got one too? You did get one?
Yeah, okay. I did.
Here, listen, I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
Trying to one-up me.
I'm trying. Not succeeding.
It's not how this
Playmobil is making WWE characters, and okay, here we go. But I wanted to talk about this because it's always interesting to me how different companies handle CM Punk and whether they include his tattoos, some of which are very clearly IPs for other companies, like the Pepsi logo on one shoulder, the G.I. Joe Cobra logo on the other shoulder. Yeah. So Mattel just leaves that area blank. So it's like you could buy like a temporary, or not temporary, but you could buy like a logo. Like the people make the like stickers that you can put on, like the water jet stickers or whatever. So they leave it blank.
Stickers, yeah.
Exactly. Other companies will fill it in and do other colors. Playmobil went with like a yin yang, but then like a little face. I don't really know. It's like very striking because it's so white. Like it really like catches your eye.
Yeah.
So that was a choice.
Is that Rhea Ripley below him?
That I do believe that's Rhea Ripley. The faces on these are so funny. They're just it's like a funny face because they don't have noses, and then they're like their faces are kind of scrunched. Like all the features are in a smaller
space. They
They
have to be on a round head no matter what. So
round head. Hulk Hogan is that hair.
I don't know how I feel about these. This is an odd
Steve Austin, they gave him the
direction for
hat.
Playmobil. Yeah.
They didn't want anybody to be bald, I guess. They didn't want to, because the head has that little nub on it. It's not like a fully round
They don't
head.
want to make some engineering to give you a bald head. I mean, think about what you could do, Playmobil. That could go a lot further than just the WWE here.
That's true. What else could you make? Lots of things.
Everybody.
But it's also a weird license because there's not going to be. I mean, I think they are doing like a truck, like a monster truck for The Rock.
Yeah, for The Rock.
But there's not a ton of like. There are some vehicles like Austin has had. He has like a monster truck or like a.
This is ATV that
he's got ATV. He's got some other
with,
vehicles, ambulance, beer truck. Like there are things you could do, but there's not a ton. And usually Playmobil is more about like the larger environments and vehicles and stuff. So I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure people will buy them. It's interesting. Another WWE thing. We saw a picture of an unannounced LJN prototype. It looks very much like Pat McAfee, who is a you know him from his talk show. He was a kicker in the NFL. He's been in matches, but he primarily as a commentator. The common thought is that this figure was going to be in Series 4. That series popped up very briefly, and there's only 3 figures in it. So we think maybe this figure has been canceled because Pat McAfee is not participating in any wrestling things at the moment. So we might be saved from having another jelly roll and then yeah. So hopefully that does not come out. And then you sent me this picture. Was somebody selling the LJN like shelf?
So what's going on? So what's going on with this is that since the whole thing with Pokemon, people have started to become a little bit more brazen in what they're taking from Target.
They're stealing.
They're essentially stealing. And this was the first one I saw. I have to follow it up. So what people are doing is they're going to the end cap, and I think right now they have the LJN figures on an end cap in one like a power wing. Is what they call them.
This hangs on the power wing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a pre-filled case of figures, and then the idea is you sell through the case, and then you get rid of the case. What people are doing is just walking out of the store with it.
They're just picking it up and taking it.
I sent you this photo. I said, if I see one, I'll grab one for you. What afterwards? Okay, if you don't want it, that's fine.
I don't.
Maybe
it's too big.
Do you want the header? The header might be fine. That's easy enough.
I might take the header. Yeah, I might take the header. Yeah,
that might be easier. But
if
what I saw today,
legally,
if
obtained legally.
Well, here's the thing. I saw today a post of a woman who went to 3 Targets.
Yes.
And took all 3 of them.
Just walked out with all 3.
Just walked out. And her rationale behind it was that she took all the figures off and stocked them in the regular location in the aisle before.
She didn't buy
anything else.
She just moved them.
She didn't buy them. She just moved them. But she did Target a favor. Yeah. She did Target a favor by restocking them in the aisle before she walked out with this.
There's no way they fit either. She definitely was putting them on the wrong pegs. Like,
yeah, of course.
Put them next, like the elite peg. Yeah. Yeah. It's not worth it, guys. Target will trespass you, and then you can't go back to Target. Could you imagine not being able to go to Target? And probably you can't shop on Target.com at that point.
Oh,
you're just cut off. You're just cut off. How are you going to buy your groceries? You're going to go to Walmart? Oh. You've probably already been banned for bringing too many G.I. Joes back, like that one guy. Yeah. I will say, if they are throwing away those WWE baller displays that have all the the balls in them, they have a little clear case that has one guy, like one of the chases there. I do want those. CM Punk and Rhea Ripley and Roman especially, because I have Cody already. I just want the figures really, but I do like the little case because it has a belt on a little stand. If they're throwing them out, if you can obtain them legally, I wouldn't mind having those, but that's fine.
Okay.
Mattel would like to send us one. Let's do real quick, very quick. NECA is buying Toys R Us. No no additional discussion on that. So, NECA owner Ad Populum has secured the IP for Toys R Us in Canada, which is separate from Toys R Us in America somehow, some way. I don't know what they plan to do with that, if that allows them to sell anything Toys R Us branded in the States. I don't know. We don't know.
They're just going to fill it
Bill
with
saying
all
no.
the NECA product. It's just going to be all the NECA product that's going to Ross right now. They're just going to be able to nope, it's just going to be our own toy store. NECA
That sounds
all
great.
the time.
That sounds amazing.
They'll
Honestly,
never have to
that sounds
clearance
amazing.
it. It'll all just go right to there.
That's where they can sell their Ninja Turtles because they're not going to be able to sell them in the States after
They're
this
gonna
year.
they're gonna rebrand it. It's no longer gonna be called Toys R Us. It's gonna be called the NECA Vault by Auto T. And that's where they're going to be housing all of your NECA product.
All your Ultramate needs.
Yes, for all of your Ultramate needs.
All your Ultramate needs under one roof.
And your yellow jumpsuit Judith Hogue Aprils. They're all going right there.
With the arcade
yes,
cabinet.
with the arcade and your
Honestly,
Jim Henson styled Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's
We're
right.
all going there. Too much.
They should have the prototypes like in the windows, like get dropped.
Sure. Yeah.
So that sounds great. I hope that happens. I'll take a trip. Dave's Hot Chicken doing an X-Men 97 kids meal with some toys. They look like they're on bottle caps. I thought they were on bottle caps. And they're just really thick stands.
4
I might check these out. I like
Where's
chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken? I don't have a Dave's Hot Chicken.
They got one around here. I like how their logo is like the squeeze chicken.
Squeeze chicken, yeah. The rubber chicken.
It's kind of a weird thing. I feel like that should be copyrighted, but all right, whatever. Ninja Turtles coming out of their shell again. NECA's losing the Turtles license at the wrong time because we're going to get a live stage show of the Ninja Turtles in 2027. I'm going to this. I don't care. I'm not taking the kids. It's just me. We can get their autographs. I don't know what this is going to be, but I love it.
Old school Turtles shirt from what was it? What was it called? What was the
coming out of their shells?
Coming out of their shells, yeah.
Coming out of their shells. Coming out of their shells. Have you seen the clip where they have Splinter and they dub
George Carlin over it?
Yeah, George Carlin. It works so well.
It does.
So good. I can't wait for this. I need to go. I wanted them to do Power Rangers. They were doing a mall tour with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it seems like that had stopped.
Oh.
All right. Just some quick things. Anything else before we...
I can't think of anything. That's all last week's stuff.
That was a lot. That was a lot of stuff.
It's a big show.
A lot of stuff. We'll talk more about Joe Fest next week.
There's the Wonder Woman Cup that you thought was fake this whole time.
Supergirl Cup,
real.
Yeah.
Supergirl, sorry.
Oh, speaking of penises, just an update on our YouTube Shorts situation. Again, YouTube Shorts suppressed our video where we said the word penis. So I think that's confirmation. That's 3 videos now where we have said the word penis. I even changed the caption to spell like pen 15 so that they thought I could trick them. But just saying the word penis is hurting us. So I'm going to have to stop saying the word penis.
Yeah, we
starting
can't have
next
that.
week. Penis. Nope. Can we say vagina? That should be the next thing. What are words we can't say? Let's make a list.
What are all the
vagina?
Vagina.
That's going to get us kicked off everything. TikTok's like, no vaginas.
Don't talk about vaginas.
Don't talk about vaginas.
Just allude to the vaginas.
Allude to the vaginas. All right. Very good. Anything else? You said no, right?
Well, real quick, while I was talking to you, I was
good.
clicking around. Yes. I finished my Blockies build a Spinosaurus pack-in.
There it is.
Very nice with a stand.
Nice.
Just
he's a skeleton, or
he's a
skeleton.
He's a fossil.
The fossils.
So like you get the Spinosaurus, and then you get the plus up version. So this is great, but this is excellent. This is just a lot of fun. But just again, scales. He grows.
Well,
but that's okay. This is fun. This is nice.
We'll see you at Toy Fair, Blockies. I got to figure out how to get us to Toy Fair. We have to get something.
We'll get
to
there.
do something. I'm gonna keep mentioning it so it happens. It's gonna happen.
It'll happen.
All right, everybody. Next year, definitely. All right. Because there's no Toy Fair now. It is next year.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still